Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So I'm gonna draw. This is for hashtag 31 days of creep, and I just feel like drawing, so I thought I would get on here and draw. So first, this is just a piece of watercolor paper, and I want to draw. Let me think. I want round eyes. I know that. Just have this thing in my head. So let's see. I'm just drawing very light because I don't want, I really don't want to mark the paper if I can help it. Color that in for a second. I think that's all right. So I want the chin to be here. I want it pretty close. And let's sing like that. Okay. And then the head. And you guys know how I draw. I sit and draw it out, and then I'll go back and erase and kind of make it more of how I want it. I want this bottom to be a little more, I don't want it to be so straight. Yeah. See, this one's wider. Why is this wider? Does that happen to you guys when you're drawing? I'm always off. I mean, I am off anyway. Normally that's my life, but I'm always a bit off. All right, I might as well erase this too. I just want to draw it. I don't want to color it in yet. Just a very quick. Yeah, I can see right here. I think it needs to go like that. All right, that'll do for now. I want her to have a little neck, though. I don't want her neck to be too big. I want her to look odd. Kind of like a nod girl. Let's see. Let's do it like that. And then let's make, right, I'm going to make her waist here. I want it to be in. I want it to have a belt. And then I want her to have a dress on. Kind of like that. Worry about that when I go to color. And then I'm going to just do the legs here. I know I want them to be striped, so I'll just pencil that in. And then this is going to be her waist right here. Then this will be her torso, her shoulders. And then just kind of do her arms like that. Very nothing. Nothing. Because we can straighten all that up and play with that after. But this, I think the neck might be off a minute. Kind of want it here. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it like that. And then I want her to have a friend. So I kind of want do big eyes. And then this will be the top. Like that. And give him a little nose. Okay, that'll be good for this one. I think this ear though needs to be bending over a little bit because I love the bent over ear. Okay, now I'm gonna erase this top off. And let's work here. So I want her eyebrows to be like this. And her hair to be up here. Maybe it's too big. Let's see. That'll be her bangs. Like that. And then, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have this here right now. I'm just going to bring her hair down to like that. To connect them. Okay. I know her head's bigger than her body, but that's okay. All right. So what do I want to do first? Now I'm going to erase it all, which sounds bizarre, but that's how I do it. I don't want, I mean, it does, I guess it's not going to matter if there's lead smeared because it's the kind of picture it's going to be. But I want to go back and trace it in marker. Okay. Okay. Get all those little crumbs off because they end up getting in the paint. Okay, so first I'm going to take, I love this color. So this is a light Timberland green, but can you see? So I think, do I want to mix this? You know what? Maybe I'll just use the vintage green since it's already open. It's like a blue green, but I want to mix it with some white. So I'm going to just put that little bit of green there. Shake this up. Shake it up. Okay. And then just do a squirt there. Let's start like that. And then I'm going to take a paintbrush, all right, and mix it. Just like that. So windy out today. All right, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to kind of my dog's outside my room. I think he thinks I'm talking to somebody, that I'm in here with somebody. It's so funny. Let me go around the eyes. I'm not going to worry if they're perfect or not because it doesn't matter. You can see how fast this dries. I'm not worrying about shading on this because obviously it's not a realistic girl. Although there might be people out there that look like this. I'm probably sure there is, but I'm just going to go over that mouth. And then I got to go into the hair. So I want, because her forehead will be showing through some of it. Okay. All right. And then while I have this out, what kind of arms do I want? Let's just go for it. an arm there, and an arm here. All right. Now this is almost dry, but I want to put another coat on it. So I'm just going to go in and throw another coat because I see it's a little streaky. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Probably would have been better if I used a bigger brush, but I didn't. And her neck. I gotta do her neck. Maybe a little V there for her shirt. Okay, so now I'm gonna let that dry and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna paint the hair with black, and I'm looking for my brush. I don't want to, there we go. I'm just using, this is metallic sequin black, but use whatever you have. When you get down to here, just kind of put your brush to the side. And just stay in the middle of the brush, you know, if you find your brush too thick for down there, and we'll just use our little brush, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. But this way I can at least disperse the colors. You can also use marker. I was going to use pencil, color pencil and marker, but then I decided to do it on with my brush. Okay, I'll take my smaller brush. And I'm going to go in, and you kind of just draw with it, you know, on the side. So you get those hairs, because everybody wants those hairs. Now I'm going to be doing April Payton, and I'll put her link down below, is doing she did a call out for doing art, like making an art page, doing art with cheap items, you know, cheaper items. So I'm going to put her link down below for that video. I'm going to be doing it. I think it's going to be fun. I love when I have to think out of my box, my comfort. And you know, I love saving money and using things. So I thought that would be fun. You can use whatever. She has a video, like I said, so she'll tell you way more than I will, or could even. But I think it'll be fun to do. So I hope that, you know, you guys do it too. And if you can make a video doing it, or, you know, even a blog post, or even post what you make and let us know what you make, you know. I think April had a great idea, so that's what we will do. Okay, I just want to put those points in here. And then back up to here. Of course, it doesn't have to be perfect. I tell you, I've been going through comments and answering comments, and got a lot of comments from videos that I've done a long time ago lately. I guess for whatever reason, people are finding my older videos. And it's so funny to go back and see what I was like and what I did and how I do a lot of the same things now. You know, whether it's making your own supplies, or, you know, I did like some paper beading and, you know, all kinds of just different videos. I just totally forgot that I did. And I get asked a lot, do you have a video on this? Do you have a video on that? And I'm going to show you guys how you can search. I'm going to do a video. I'm not going to do it right now. How you can search YouTube. I got to get my iPhone out and then and do a video. Because there's a lot of new people on YouTube, believe it or not. I know I feel like I've been on here forever and that I've known about it forever, but it's not the case. Probably not even the case with me. I just think that I've been on here, for a long time. But yeah, I'm gonna hopefully help everybody out a little bit on how to find or go through people's videos for certain videos. A lot of my requests are some videos that I've already done, but I like to do them again because people don't like to search. I understand it. I don't like to search. And whatchamacallit. And I know more things now than maybe back then, or maybe I know a better way to do it now. So I'm sure everybody who makes videos understands that. All right, so that's, I think, all I'm going to do with that hair. Maybe a little bit higher up here. I think I might do a, like a band in her hair. Maybe I won't put this on yet. Let me scrape this black off just so it doesn't dry on there, but I think I'm going to do red. Red. Where you at, red? Where you at, red? Okay. So I have my red, obviously. I'm going to just take it out of the cap, though. And I want a little paintbrush. And let's hope that this works the way I want it to. So I want it to go over here. And it's going to go over some of the black, and that's okay. Okay. All right. You want it to be thinner over there and a little thicker up through here, I would think. I don't know, who the heck knows. And then I want it to kind of come to a point here. Obviously there's black there, black hair, so it's going to be a little darker, but a couple coats won't hurt. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do it like that. And once that dries, I can go back over it if I want, because I'm just trying to place it. Then I'm going to take back this brush, and I want hair to come. Let's see if I did a part here. Just want it. Okay. I'm going to try this. Like this. I talk to myself a lot through it. Through things, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, because I want some of that hair to come out in the back. But I will have to do this over. I don't know if I'm going to have to do the red with a little gesso or something underneath of it. We'll have to see when it dries what it looks like when I put the next coat on. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Not hating on that. I'm going to take a little more black and kind of go through here. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to go into my skull. You know what? No, I'm going to use a marker on that because it will be easier for me to get into. Never forget about markers and colored pencils and all that deliciousness. That's what mixed media is for, is using it all together. Mixed media. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to rinse off my brush, put it in the water, but I'm going to draw this little skull right now. So I need, let me see if I can get my Sharpie working to outline these eyes, to outline that nose. And I'm not going to necessarily make that with sharp teeth, the skull. It's just going to kind of be like that. And we're going to rock it like that. Then I can color inside the eyes. See, now I'm mixing my medias. I'm using acrylic paint, pencil, marker, thin marker, other marker. Okay. Now I'm going to take my Stabilo, or whatever you have, water soluble, or if you don't have it, use wet down paint. Not wet down paint, watered down paint, Cal. You know what I mean. Okay, and I'm going into the face here. And I want to leave white in the middle, but I want to get this drawn like this. Just for a second. A couple layers of this. This is water soluble. But I want it to be sketchy as well. Let me see. Is this my favorite? Yeah, my Prismacolor. So I'm going to just kind of mix these. And then bring that gray in like this. And I bought, where did I do with it? Oh, come on, Cal. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Here it is. Right behind me. Okay. I got these two. Where'd they go? Here they are. I'm going to throw one of these. I'll probably throw in a couple of giveaways. But these are the, the paper things. Smudgers. The paper smudgers. They're called something. I'm calling them the paper smudger. And you go in. And look at that. Look how that smudges. It's delicious. Let me move in for the other eye. Because these are, now I tell you use a Q-tip, use whatever, and they're just as good. But I saw these and I thought, oh, if I got a package, I could throw, one in a giveaway as a little extra something. Because these are delicious. Look how that just smudges it. So nice. And I'll do a video at another time where, I do the smudging and do all that kind of stuff. Because I have a thing that I want to do. But for now, so you see how that smudges? Oh, is that nice? That's some nice stuff there. All right, so I'm going to lay that there. And what I'm going to do with the eyes now, while I have you in here close with me, I'm going to go in with a wet brush. You can use a Q-tip as well. You don't have to use your brush. I'm going to liquefy that. And you see I didn't go back in for more water because it was still wet. But that's that water-soluble pencil. And you don't have to do that. You can use the any kind of watercolor marker or whatever you have. And then I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave that go for a second. But I am going to take my Sharpie and I'm going to give her a nose. just like that. Nothing too fancy. And then I want to give her like that and just small little lips today. See, she's kind of sassy. She's kind of got her face. See what I'm saying? And then I want to do like that. And then I want to trace while I'm waiting on things to dry. I love these Sharpies. I love permanent markers that have the thin. I have Bic. I have Faber-Castell. I have Sharpies. They're all permanent. They're all fantastic. And then here is her little neck. I mean, her little chin. Not going to be perfect because it's not perfect. This is that. And I won't draw. You can see right here. I'm not going to close that off at the end because I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet, but this is just to help me sketch it out. And then this is the shoulders and her waist because I know that's going to be like that, and I know that I want to put some sort of belt in there. So do it like that. Okay, eyes. The eyes, the eyes, the eyes. I think I'm just going to go in and lightly erase some of that in the middle and all around. You can see it just gives it a little bit of highlights because I'm going to put an eye because these essentially are the eyeballs. So I'm going to put eyeballs in. I'm just going to put little pupils. Let's see, let's just go for it. Like that. And do you see how around here, let me show you, around this part of the eye is darker with the lead, the graphite. And then you can see it almost looks like it's popping out a little bit because then you just take a little bit of that light on the inside. You know, you just erase a bit of it. And it just gives it a more, I guess, shadowy look. Like they're kind of popping, but you know. Now I'm going to take some red. Red. Where's my red? I'm going to take a red colored pencil. I don't know why my Stabilo is in here. I would have been mad if I grabbed that and used it. Red, where's red? I want a dark red. I don't want like a light lovey-dovey red. I want like a little dark. I mean, I want it to go around the eyes just a little bit. On the outside. And we're going to blend that too, so use your little blender and yeah. Now let me tell you about this paint, this chalky finish paint, which I use on her face. It's great. It'll even cover, I could throw it all on here and it'll cover the whole thing. So it's really, really good. So don't be afraid if you're going to, you know, mess up any paint, you really can. But because this is a very matte paint, it makes it very nice. All right, so got it like that. And her eyeballs I'm happy with. I want to put a little on her chin. And I'm going to paint I think I'm going to paint the hood that red as well to match her little headband, and because I have red out right now. Okay. I hope I can get this up because YouTube is not letting me upload anything today. I've been trying since yesterday to upload stuff and it's just being a pain. So I'm behind on stuff. Just bear with me. I'm hoping it gets better today. There. All right, so he's there. And then I'm going to go over while I have the red out one more time. And I think that's going to be fine for me on the black because you see it's there. And it's disappearing in her hair, and that's what we want. Yeah. Okay. Now I think I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to draw. I'll use my Sharpie since I can see where my lines are, but honestly, it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to put in like that. Doesn't matter how many. Okay, I'm going to wipe off my acrylic paint on there. I don't know how the heck I got acrylic paint on there, but I did. And let me just go make sure it still works. Yep. Okay. And then I'll go in with the red. You can tell I'm only using a few colors here. I've used the green, I've used black, and I've used red so far. That's all I've used. So I'm trying to stay in, you know, a little bit, but we'll see. I could go over it. You never know with me. Okay, so you can see there. We have that, and then I think I'll put this right here, and then it right here. All right, and then I'll just clean my brush off up here just to get a little bit more of the paint off without wasting, because I don't like to waste. I know. Okay, so now I want to do the dress. So what color do I want to do the dress? What if I do the dress? I think, would gray be too similar? All right, this color is pewter. Let's do the dress in pewter. It's Americana pewter. Because it's going to be a dark color. I want it to be dark. That's kind of what I'm going for here. Let's see. I can always go in and add highlights if I want. And she's just cute, scary, not necessarily scary. This is Americana multi-surface, so it has It's like satin. So it's between matte and glossy, but it can be used on multi-surface, anything. You can use it on glass, on wood, on paper. So it's very, very cool. And I'm just going to kind of take this like this. And the same thing here, waves. And then put it together. Oh, maybe I'll do a red belt too. Okay. Okay. And I can go and fix that bottom if I want it more crisp, but the reason it keeps pulling like that is because I need more paint on my brush. Okay. Now I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to paint this in here. This is when a Q-tip or something small works good. Toothpick with some paper on it, you know, if you don't have a small brush. Rock it out that way. All right, so I have her pretty much on there, so I'm going to let that dry. And I'm going to think about the background for a second. What color do I want the background? That is the question. It's off my brush here. What about purple? Yeah, what about an eggplant purple? Yeah, let's do that. I'm shaking it, I'm shaking it. You gotta shake these multi-surface ones though. Multi-surface satin by Americana. Because obviously it has a gloss in, some sort of gloss in it. It's a satin gloss. And you want to make sure you mix with the paint, because sometimes if you don't and you lift it up, you're getting all of the gloss on the top. Okay, so I'm gonna pour some of this out and go to work. I didn't wet my brush because I don't necessarily want it wet, but you definitely can, and it'll help you spread the paint more and not use as much paint. But I'm just gonna do my thing. I'm gonna let like all her dry, you know. I'm gonna kind of let her do her little drying while I'm doing this background. And I'll use a smaller brush, you know, going around all the details. But right now I'm just going to throw this all down. And I'm not going to put another coat on because I want it to look, I don't need it to look perfect. You know what I mean? I don't need it to be completely, I like all the, I don't know, different colors. Yeah, because this big brush isn't going to go in here real good. I haven't decided what I'm doing with them hands yet. I'm like looking at them hands. I'm like, oh, I forgot to put them on. Which will not be a big deal, but just sometimes you wonder how you can get out of bed and not get lost walking into the living room or the kitchen. Or at least I am like that. I think, how the heck? When it's almost the end of the day and I realize I haven't peed all day, what the heck is that, you know? It's called that fibro brain. Medicine brain, fibro brain, RA brain. A little off as it is without any help from any of those things, you know. Okay, so you can see I'm kind of getting to a point where I got to get a smaller brush. So I'm just kind of going in where else I can to kind of get that off the brush. Okay, I'll throw that in there and then I'll grab another brush. All right, just getting this brush, sticking it in. That's what she said. Here we go. And I'm just gonna follow around. Now we can go back with a marker when it's dry if we want to, you know, if we don't want to get too close to the black, if you're afraid it's gonna mess up. Sometimes my hands are not my friends. They don't like to play fair. And they don't like me to do things that are simple. So depends on the kind of day you're having and the mood you're having. And I know you guys all understand that. Or most of you do. Okay, so you can see I'm heck on my paintbrushes. I scrub with them. I do all kinds, and that's, you know, that's the whole mixed media part for me. But I know a lot of people don't like to do that. But let me tell you, my paintbrushes are loved. I love them. I love them to death. This I should have probably. I didn't want to do the background first because I didn't know what color I wanted to do. I didn't want it to work against the idea I had in my head, if that makes sense. Is it easier to do the background first? Yep. It sure is. And you don't have all this detail to do, but it's the way I did it on this one. You know what? I'll be back. I'll finish painting this and then I'll be back. So I don't keep you here. Okay, so you can see the background's done. But you know what I decided to do? I think I'm going to take... I have bats. I have this from Stampendous, this block of textures. So I have StazOn in Midnight Blue, and then I have my Ranger Archival ink. So I think first what I'm going to do is do the bats. And I'm just going to take, and this one, I use this one so much, it's out of ink. I really got to get new ink pads because I use them so much. But we'll just keep popping it in there. And I'm just going to go for it. So they're kind of, it just adds to the atmosphere. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of stick it over there, push it down good, and that's it. So that'll be it for the bats and the black. Now take this, if you have extra ink on, you know, whatever you are stamping, whether it's flowers or whatever, take it and take it to a canvas or another piece of paper, and you're starting a mixed media background there, my friends, and just stamp it off. See? And you get all that extra, it's all texture. So you can see how I do that. All right. So I have the bats. And now I'm going to take this Midnight Blue and StazOn. Now these are inks that are permanent once they're dry, once they're set. If you don't have permanent ink pads, you can definitely still do this. You just won't be able to, if you seal it or if you do anything like that, you won't be able to hold the shape because it'll kind of blur out, you know, it gets reconstituted. So I'm going to pick one side, maybe this side. All right, so I'm going to use this side. I'm going to take this and I'm going to kind of do this, pat it on. Okay, and then I'm going to start here. Yeah. I'm going to do it twice. I'll just keep patting it. I just want that to add to the background a little bit. Can you see it gives it a little bit of... And you don't have to do it in order. You could just do it everywhere. I mean, you can... Maybe that's what I'll do. Because I know some people will get upset thinking, oh no, you know, when they're doing it, oh no, I had to do it on, you know, in straight line. No, you don't even have to do it all over the whole page. I'm just adding it wherever. And so see how it adds, like, I don't know, it just adds a bit of texture. I need some down here. By the legs, a little bit right there. You can just touch it wherever you want it. And then, how am I going to get it in here without smushing everything up? Because you just want a little bit of it. You don't need a lot. Okay. I think you get the picture. Oh, I want to do up here. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Then you just take this and use that on there too, because that's going to be our first layer. We're going to throw paint over that in the next painting probably. And there you go. Okay, so I'll set that aside. And now I have this, but I don't think I'm going to put it, this is like a bat with, but I don't think I'm going to use that. I want to give her something to hold, which I might do. Okay, so now I'm going to just dry this real quick. It just helps the ink pad set a little quicker. What do I want her to hold? I'm going to keep this hand behind her like it's on her hip. But that hand, what am I going to put in her hand? I don't know yet. I don't know. Oh, I wonder if I did this. Wait. You know my piece of resin that I have? I wonder if I put that in her hand. I don't know. I don't want to throw this away. And I love it. And it has a little sparkle to it because it has like twinkling H2Os on it. So it looks really, really cool. And then I would put that on there. I can even move it over a little bit more. Huh. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my Sharpie permanent marker and my Faber-Castell, and I'm going to go around. I probably am going to be in your way, but I'm going to go around and kind of traces. Now, you don't have to do this. I like to do this. It makes things a little sharper. It'll cover a little bit of that white that might still be showing. But I like the bold line, but you definitely don't have to do it. And the reason I'm using these markers is because they're permanent. And I can get like a little sharper of a point on the hair. And same here. Like that. Oh no, you know what? I'll just use this through the whole thing rather than change. And like I said, this is a preference, so. And if you only have a water soluble marker, Crayola or a different brand, use that. Like I said, you know, if you're not going to reactivate it, then who cares? And you can outline it with glitter. You can do whatever you want. And then let's do this little bad boy over here. Okay. I don't want her eyebrow sticker. I will glue this on, and then what was the other thing I wanted to do? Oh, that would look cute in her hair too, wouldn't it? I think I like that better in her hair. Like her bow. Maybe I should just do another one with a bow in her hair. All right. Wonder if. All right. So I pulled the spider off. I made the spider. I made this out of amazing mold putty, casting resin. I wonder if I just put a little spider there, but I want to make him a little more black on the legs to stand out. So I'm just taking my marker and just kind of rubbing it over the part sticking up. So they'll stand out. And then I'm going to take my glue. Some Maline's tacky glue. And lay the spider right on it. And then maybe when it's dry, I'll put a little like sparkle or something on there. I don't know. We'll see. But I think that's all I'm going to do. Next, I want to draw a little. I want to put lines in here, not draw. And I'm going to take a marker. What color we gonna do? Oh, I gotta find red. Gotta do red. Alright, so I love these paint markers. Let's see. Okay. And then I'll do black in between. Oh, I'm so sorry for my dogs. I have all my windows open. I should have thought of that before I did this. Okay. And then I'm going to put this up for sale on my website, on my Etsy store rather. And like, you know, like all the other times too, if you guys want something made, commissioned or anything like that, I'm in the process of doing another commission. I've got quite a few. I just got done with a few and I got a couple more to do. So let me know and I will gladly do a commission painting for you. And that's going to be it today. I think it's long enough. But yeah, so this will dry and then that's just want her like that. I don't want no glitter. I don't want anything like that on to disturb. What do I do with my marker? To disturb it, you know? I'm just going to sign it before I forget because I always forget. Okay, so that is it. I had fun doing her. I just wanted to have fun and play. So I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this. And give me a thumbs up if you like, you know, if you like watching my videos. You know, just so I know if you like watching start to finish, so I know what you guys like. And that's it. As always, be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye, guys.